Okay, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the written work um, assignments in this class. So, exams are made up of two types of um, assignments or two types of questions, multiple choice questions, and then written work questions. So, the My Math Lab is meant to help you on the multiple choice part, and then I have these written work quizzes that I give every week and grade so that you understand how those will be graded. So, so far in the videos, you should have gone through it, the introduction of the course and seen how what's all in Blackboard. The video lecture is here. Here's the link to My Math Lab where you'll be doing most of your work. And then down here, you'll see under this header that here's where kind of the written work information is. So the first thing is that I want to take you to kind of these written work quizzes and show you what they look like. So you can click on this link here and it will open up. It's just a PDF file, so you can download it and save it on your computer if you want. So all of the quizzes are in this packet for the whole semester. They're not timed or anything like that. So there are practice questions at the end. So if you have questions, I'll go through those so that you can see. But these quizzes are graded like I will grade on the test, so you know how grading will be and can get a sense of what I'm expecting. And so you'll see kind of these requirements. Maybe I'll go over here. You have to submit it as a PDF file. That helps me grade it. No image, like you can't upload image files. Multiple files are not accepted, so you can't upload like 17 different files or even 2 different files. Upload one thing. It can have multiple pages, so you can have a PDF file like this one that has multiple pages in it, but it's one file, right? And I go over in the first week kind of expectations for written work, and then the formatting should be correct, hopefully. And work is submitted in kind of a professional way that I can read it, so make sure your work is readable. And also I require, without accommodations, all work to be handwritten. This is so that I can see what you'll be turning in on the exam. So no computer generated graphs, no typed work, so all of this is handwritten. Okay. So here are the quizzes. So for example, the first week, this quiz looks like this. They're not super long, so I've spread it out and left room for you here, but it's basically 2 questions, right? So here's the first question. A company charting its profit notices that the relationship between the number of units sold and the profit is linear. So part A, write the profit function for this company, and part B, interpret the slope and intercept of this equation. Okay, so that's the first question. The second question is on the next page. State the domain and any x and y intercepts, clearly labeling all work, and graph this equation, right? So I've given you room to kind of do your work here, and then here's a graph. So graphs have to be pretty large because we create detailed graphs in this course. So you are welcome. If you don't have a printer, that is not a big deal. I know what these questions are, so you don't have to reprint them for me. So if you want to do this on your own paper or in a notebook, that's no problem. Just label this as, written work quiz 1. Here's problem 1. You should submit it in order, so don't submit it out of order. But and then you can just write your solutions to parts A and B. You can write the domain x and y intercepts here, and then you can draw a graph. Just make sure your graph takes up about half the page, right? So it needs to be pretty big. Don't turn in a graph that's like little tiny. It's hard to read, and then it's also hard to get that enough detail that I require in this class on that graph. Okay, so that's the first week. So here's the second week quiz. It's there, so you can work ahead if you want to. Here's a reminder that I don't accept these late, so so you need to turn them in on time. So you'll see those for all of the assignments. I'm going to scroll down just so that you can see. These are all the quizzes up front. And then at the back are really practice problems that are like the ones. So here are a bunch of practice problems like the Unit 1 work, right? So for example, here's one that just was almost exactly like the one that I asked you to do. And here's some other, like this problem 5 is like the first problem on the quiz, slightly different, or this problem 4 is like the first problem on the quiz. So in all of these practice problems have solutions already posted. So if you're getting stuck on a quiz, there's a lot of help for you to kind of get, like, look at stuff. So I want to make sure those solutions are right here. And you'll see the solutions to the written work practice problems. So here's Unit 1. You can print off, there's a PDF file of solutions to these practice problems, not to the quizzes, but to the example problems. And then also, if you want to watch me work those problems, I have a YouTube video explanation of me working all of the problems. Does that make sense? So you're only required to turn in, let me come back, you're not required to turn in these practice problems. Those are for you to use as practice, as help for preparing for the exam. I suggest you work them when you do every week and again when you do exam review. But the required questions that you have to turn in is this quiz. So the Unit 1 quiz way up here. You have to turn in these 2 problems, and that's what's graded every week. So every week you'll turn that in. But again, I want to make sure that you understand kind of where you can get help for that. And if you're getting stuck, you're welcome to email me. This is not, you don't have to do this all on your own. The goal is for us to work together. So if you are getting stuck and have questions, all of your questions are real, then just let me know and we can do that. Is that okay? Okay. And then when you are done and you have your PDF file, you'll submit the written work here. So go under, there's Unit 1, submit the written work unit here. Here's where you'll find some expectations for written work. I just go over that again about kind of like one PDF file, kind of what I'm expecting for the math part of this assignment. And so and here you'll here's the written work packet, but you click right here on this link, submit the Unit 1 work. To submit it, it comes up with a screen that looks like this. You have to attach a PDF file, so that's right here under Attach Files. Browse my computer, right? And so if I want to upload a document, let's say I'll upload this other syllabus from my other class, open, right? And then you hit submit. I think I have trouble because I'm the instructor, but usually it will show you just a screen that looks and shows your assignment so that you can check and see how it's submitted. Is this okay? Okay. And then once I grade those, then solutions are going to be posted here to the written work quizzes. So you'll see your grade show up in Blackboard. Okay? Okay, I think that's it for the written work. Let me know if you have questions.